talking about a recent poll that just dropped, but they've been doing it for the last 25 years from Gallup. They are asking Americans if you are very proud or extremely proud to be an American. Right here, we have 92% of Republicans saying yes, very proud. Democrats just hit a record low. That's why we're talking about it, 36%. Now, it's been dropping for Democrats since about 2013. Why are so many Democrats not proud to be an American? What's going on there, man?
I define pictures of it. How's that fine?
I don't think they define love of country.
I doubt someone came up and said, "Are you a patriot?" And they said, "No, I'm not a patriot."
Yeah, this says, are you proud to be an American?
Yeah. What is pride? Like proud in what way?
Okay, so you think maybe all those people aren't answering?
Well, I can't answer the question because proud is an overinflated word. So what does that mean?
I don't know what the definition of patriotic is. It's driving around in a big truck with a big flag flying off the back of it. Is that patriotic?
Proud of your country, pride. Are you very proud to be an American or no?
Over the course of my lifetime?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Right now?
I'm not proud of the decisions our country's making.
What's going on there?
Maybe it's the political climate.
Political environment. Actions and policy, man.
I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed to be an American right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of our leader.
Okay.
He's a joke.
Democrats just hit a record low of 36%.
That sounds
Does
reasonable.
that seems reasonable?
Yeah, we can see that.
Why do Democrats not love the United States?
They love the United States. They don't love what we're doing.
You guys are Democrats. You're very proud. So you're not answering not proud to be an American in that?
No.
So you think maybe people are looking at that chart and kind of asking all those questions to find every word for that?
I think if you ask somebody a question like that, that's a generalization, that people are going to just knee-jerk with whatever they feel. So I'd have to understand what you're asking before I can give you a definitive answer.
Right. Do you think there's a bit of confusion there when it comes to the question of are you very proud to be an American?
Yeah, our country's never been this confused in my lifetime.
Do you guys think that that's a problem for the party?
It is. The Democratic Party is waning right now.
Democrats, I think, are kind of.
Do you guys think that's a problem for the party?
It is. The Democratic Party is waning right now.
Democrats, I think, are kind of confused right now.
I think it's because the American flag is commonly associated with a specific group, and the Democrats sometimes don't want to follow that. And sometimes, unfortunately, I think the patriotism gets followed into the Republican Party.
Why are so many Democrats not proud to be an American?
With a specific group, and the Democrats
He made
sometimes don't want to
sense
follow that.
with that.
And sometimes, unfortunately, I think the patriotism gets followed into the Republican Party.
Why are so many Democrats not proud to be an American?
I think a lot of.
But it should not be limited to the Repub Party. Everybody should be patriotic, sincerely, regardless of your the party affiliation. But not everybody is.
Why are so many Democrats not proud to be an American?
I think a lot of Americans are not proud to be a Democrat at this point because they've pulled so much. They've proven themselves to be just kind of nasty, jealous, vindictive kind of people. You know,
A lot of them, not all, but yeah.
Because they've pulled so much.
This is
they've
true
proven
for a
themselves
lot
to be
of
just kind of nasty,
Democrats.
jealous, vindictive kind of people.
Hostile.
You know, in terms of because they've pulled so much. They've proven themselves to be just kind of nasty, jealous, vindictive kind of people, you know, in terms of what they do. I think the
Bigoted.
Republicans want to make the country great.
Not all. You know, not all. Certain Republicans, certain Democrats, but not all Republicans. Not all Repubs care about America, bro, or our interests. Certain Republicans, they overtly said, or they have, you know, they have shown their true colors, bro. They put it out in the open that they are Israel first. They are overtly this, blatantly this. They are brazenly Israel first. They are brazenly and shamelessly Israel first. They say we have to support Israel no matter what. We have to have blind allegiance. We have to give them equipment. We have to give them aid. We have to assist in doing in striking of different countries and being a puppet, bro. We have to be a puppet. We have to go along with the destruction of different countries, the eradication of different groups of people. Yeah, it is crazy, bro. Yeah, it is really crazy. These entanglements in foreign wars, bro. Wars that shouldn't be of the highest priority when it comes to legal American citizens, bro. Yo, domestic issues should be of the highest importance, not what other countries are are engaging in, bro. Domestic problems, those things are the most important thing. The domestic ish is the most important ish right now, bro.
Kind of nasty, jealous, vindictive kind of people, you know, in terms of what they do. I think the Republicans want to make the country great, and they're going to do it through government, and Democrats want to stop it any way possible.
I think they just really, they don't like the values of the country they're in, and they come here and they want everything for free, and they want to change the country that they were
A
in.
lot of them, yeah.
And they don't like
Crazy.
the leader. They
Terrible.
they don't like Trump right now. So they see that as the entire country is terrible. They don't realize all the great things that we're doing around the world and how we're the
Brainwashed, benighted,
Like they don't like Trump right now. So
programmed.
they see that as the entire country is terrible. They don't realize all
Warped.
the great things that we're doing around the world and how we're the world's peacekeepers and how if we weren't here, the world would be at war. Leader, they don't like Trump right now. So they see that as the entire country is terrible. They don't realize all the great things that we're doing around the world and how we're the world's peacekeepers and how if we weren't here, the world would be at war in the Middle East and Europe. There'd be more
I mean,
wars.
there
there'd be
is
wars.
a thing going on now, though. Israel versus Iran. U.S. had involvement in that, bro. So, but I see what he's saying for sure, for sure.
And how we're the world's peacekeepers, and how if we weren't here, the world would be at war in the Middle East and Europe. There'd be more wars. There'd be
I
wars
do
just
get
all
it.
over if we weren't
I
here. And
do
they
see
hate the
what
entire country
he's
because they don't like
saying.
Trump. They don't realize that we're like the world's peacekeepers.
How old are you?
16.
When the Republicans lost the election, and they've lost 3 in the last, a couple of decades, I don't remember them ever saying that they weren't proud to be an American. Yeah, they might not have been happy with the administration, but there wasn't a genuine unhappiness to be called an American. So because this election was lost, that 3 out of 10 Democrats like being an American or are willing to admit to being proud to be an American, that's really disappointing because even if you don't like the current administration or their policies.
Forgot to say certain Republican politicians like meant to say certain Republicans like Tammy Bruce said America is the greatest country next to Israel, bro. That is crazy. All the way. It is crazy. It is traitorous, treasonous. She is an American citizen, bro. She is an American citizen, and she is saying ish like this. It is crazy. To say another country is above your country, to say your own country is the greatest next to is really wild. That means you don't care about the citizens who live in your own country, bro. You put them you don't put them first. You don't put them first. You put bro. You don't put your own country first or your home country first. You put a different country first. It is perfidious, bro. It is snake, serpent BS, bro.
That's really disappointing because even if you don't like the
Yeah,
current
Ted Cruz, he's super loyal to Israel, bro. He's a super loyal to Israel politician. Ted Cruz, the Republican senator, bro. He is a puppet too. He is a corrupted, treasonous, perfidious, backstabbing person, bro. Yeah, this. Yeah, he said we have to support Israel no matter what. Too. He said this in other words. Yeah, bro. Different people, bro. Different Republicans. Not all, but certain ones. Uh, yeah. Marco Rubio, Mike Johnson, bro. Craziness.
Democrats like being an American or are willing to admit to being proud to be an American. That's really disappointing because even if you don't like the current administration or their policies, the fact that that administration was voted in should be reason enough to be proud that you're an American because that's what makes us Americans.
It seems as though a lot of Democrats.
The fact that that administration was voted, that's really disappointing because even if you don't like the current administration or their policies,
Yeah.
the fact that that administration was voted in should be reason enough to be proud that you're an American because that's what makes us Americans.
Yep. It isn't a monarchy or. Yeah. They people chose this person. People chose him, so yeah, this dude, he makes sense. The dudes, not this dudes, but the dudes with the glasses
Seems as though a lot.
before him.
The fact that
The
that
shades
administration was
meant to
voted
say,
in
this
should be
dude.
reason enough to be proud that you're an American because that's what
Yeah,
makes
love or hate. DJT, love or hate. The admin. Yeah. Yeah, bro. It was an election happened. There was no force or coercion. There was a fair there was an election. So yeah.